All right, Jim, tearing down more of your engine, and we got the transmission off as you'd requested, and Steve is quick to point out that we have got a
huge mess in here that I've never seen before, and this is thick.
There is absolutely
thick and gummy. And right here is a spring from the pressure plate. I mean, a clip from the pressure plate from when they ship it.
All right, so when the pressure plate comes brand new, there's 3 clips in each of the 3 tongues, and the clips are in there to make it easier to install the pressure plate. And when you install the pressure plate and relieve tension on the 3 ears, those clips are supposed to come out of here. So here's the clip. The clip goes in here, and those clowns did not take the clip out, so that clip came zipping out when they first turned over the engine, and it's further evidence that they didn't know what their ass from hologram. But the that congealed slop in there, we've got to figure out the source of that, because that's not supposed to be there, but obviously it was there and being slung around by the flywheel, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually coming around when we pull the clutch off. I wonder if there's going to be stuff inside of there.
Yeah.
Because look, it's coming from, you can see it coming out of the backside of the
exactly.
Like it's inside the actual clutch.
Yeah, exactly. Which is very interesting. Does that sound?
It's dry. It has no lube in it.
That sounds, yeah, that doesn't sound like it's supposed to. It sounds interesting. Well, they're supposed to come. Okay, so I'll tell you what I may do is.
I can't get this. This is.
That clip is hung up there?
Clip is stuck in the fork. Things are messed up here.
Yeah, he indicated there was an issue with the throw-out bearing to begin with.
I've never seen anybody put one together with anti-seize before.
This is okay. So, yeah, they got slop all over there. We don't need anti-seize in there that much like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And that bearing does seem dry, doesn't it?
Well, it just spins. It's got to have grease in there to retain it. If it's fully greased, it's not going to spin like that. It's going to have a lot of
drag, a lot of resistance, because grease has got coefficient of friction.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, they're very interesting.
Well, let's pause our video or stop our video, and let's pull this off and see what the clutch distance looks like.
I'm just going to keep doing it. Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing it real time because we got. You see, need that, and usually it's a 14, but what did these guys put on there?
They should be 13s probably. 13?
Well, if they use the original bolts, it's a 14. So this is.
Most people use 13s though.
Yeah, but they didn't. So okay. Do you have a 14 here?
Yeah, we do.
Something like that. Okay. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to look over here at the cylinder head. You're talking about the number 1. But we've got, for as little running as this thing is done, it's got a huge amount of carbon buildup in there already. It was running very rich. It's the only thing I can say. You can look at the exhaust; it's completely. It's interesting. They ported this thing, they polished the intakes.
Yeah. Very
fancy. But we definitely got some issues with the carburetors running too rich. But in terms of the coolant leak, we're still looking to see if we can find anything obvious. We looked at the head gasket, and you know how you read the head gasket, and so far we haven't seen anything obvious. So we'll have to check the cylinder head for flatness and see if we got any issues there. But Steve and I think it was making full contact everywhere, like it's supposed to, right?
Yeah, I think the head gasket was sealing.
Yeah, so we don't know what we got in terms of an issue.
You want to look at the cylinder bores while I'm pulling the rest of this
that's
off?
Right. Yep, that's right. We let's see. I saw the scoring from this side here. All right, got a lot of strange discoloration. I'm not too impressed with the honing that they did here. And actually, and you can see I'm going to look right here. You can see these vertical score marks. In fact, they're all around there. And then Steve was pointing out the discoloration. Strange discoloration from, right, you're talking about this band right in here,
yeah,
right?
I'm talking about the fact that normally you've got a wear band that is, the cylinder's normally the same sheen all the way up till you get to the dirty spot that the rings don't see. And so
Right.
the fact that you've got that distinct band on all 4 cylinders,
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I've never seen anything like
Yeah.
that before.
Right, so this is where the rings stop at this point. And then they got this band right here, and then down below that, different color. Anyway, very interesting. We don't understand it, but like I said, we got score marks, vertical score marks anyway, at the very least right here. And let's see, don't forget we want to pull the
the
tag
tag
off of
yeah.
here. He wants that. And we're going to double check the oil pump.
Okay, well here's some of the grease inside, but wasn't actually on the
Whoa!
on the clutch disc
Yet.
but
But I don't.
where did this come from? Look at
No, it's getting on the clutch disc. It's that's discolored. It's not supposed to be that color. See the difference here? You got this color here, and then that color's darker here. Unless I'm seeing things, but either way, we got.
Still see it's a new clutch disc because I can still see some of the printing on it from
Right,
new.
right. And you can tell how nice and shiny this is, all that. But
Right.
nonetheless, it was getting. Something was going on. So there's a source of the oil someplace.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that's how that oil got there.
But you can feel it's all sticky around here.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. It's a new phenomenon.
Let's see if there's something in here. If they did something in here that is funky.
Funky throw out. Yeah, but how would it get from there to there without going through the clutch disc itself?
Right, then it should have streaks along here, so that wouldn't. I don't know. It's a mystery.
Well,
There you go.
hey, you're keeping things interesting for us, Jim.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll just keep going at it and finding what we find.
Yeah, I was going to get the impact and zip those flywheels off real quick.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to put the phone down so it's going to look blank for a while, unless you want to talk to him for any reason. But there it is if you want. I'll be right back with you. Because otherwise we got to lock the flywheel somehow.
Yeah. They used two different lengths of bolts, and some had 13 millimeter heads and some had 14 millimeter heads holding the pressure plate on.
It's supposed to be 8x20s, all of them.
Yeah. Well, they've got two different length bolts and different head sizes. Let me get you an action shot here. I'm upside down. Well, that's clean and dry.
Well, that certainly is interesting.
I got the rope seal in right-ish.
Where'd that other stuff come from?
Your guess is as good as mine.
That is bizarre. I wonder, couldn't be the transmission itself, like congealed 90 weight inside the tranny?
I wonder if maybe that stuff flung out of the throwout bearing because it had old weird stuff in it.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Huh. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, if we find it, we'll fix it. Until then. Okay. Anything else that we can discuss?
No, not until
At
we
this
get things
point-
further apart.
Okay. Okay. Well, we normally we don't tear down the engines on the floor like this, but we are just backed up. We got stuff stacked all over the place. Engines
we've got-
there.
This is the 9th engine we're taking apart right now. Or
Yeah.
9th engine in progress. Because
Yeah.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And then the
2 in there,
two-
3 in there.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
the 300 sedan and the 190 SL in here. Got that 190 SL engine there, and behind it is a 300 SL 300 sedan 6-cylinder that we got to get going on. So that's why it looks a little shade tree here, only because we are stacked up and backed up.
Yeah.
But we're happy.
So far behind, we're lapping ourselves from the backside.
Exactly. All right. Anything else, or we should sign off? We're
Sign
good.
off for now.
Okay. We did find the wire that you were discussing, and Steve was familiar with that situation. We understand the wire that you talked about. They're taking the electricity off the coil,
Yeah.
and to fire the alternator. And Steve explained it as having to have a 12-volt source to get the alternator excited.
Yep, you got to excite it, and then you got to have 12 volts on the backside of the generator light circuit so that the light doesn't stay glowing red and angry after the alternator starts working.
Yeah, that's been many a discussion on the 190 SL forum. People can't get these things to work right, and quite a conundrum.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Jim. We're motoring on.